I was born in the small town of French Camp, California, right outside of Stockton. Born into the welfare system. Parents didn't have any money. Hasn't always been an easy road. You know, I can remember not having a home. I can remember pork and beans on a campfire, you know, right out the can. Standing joke in our family, which is kind of funny now, is when my mom went to go register my sister and I to go to school, to elementary school, they asked, "What's your address?" We didn't have an address, and so we lived on the river. And my mom just says, "Oh, our address is 555 Riverside Drive." So that's kind of our standing joke in our family, but to me, it shows strength. Wasn't always an easy road, but my parents were strong people. My dad finally got a job. He learned everything about that job, and he ended up renting a house, to working for that company and learning everything and starting his own company in the same field. And I saw at a young age of, 6, 7 years old, I saw my dad go from nothing to everything. And during this project, I lost both my parents, beat stage 4 cancer, and worked tirelessly through this project. Sorry guys, but get a little emotional talking about it. I learned a lot from my dad, dedicating this project to my father. I can remember when he got me my first boombox, unwrapped it under the Christmas tree and was happy. I can remember playing music on it, going in the backyard with him. Every Friday night we would barbecue and we'd play that boombox. And my dad really taught me everything about business and being an entrepreneur. I went to school to the 10th grade, but I hustled every day. I just wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so that's what I did. I just worked and tried to perfect my craft. And it's brought us to this point. Everybody's story is different, but this was my story. There's been ups and downs in a lot of the businesses that I've had. I've probably had 15 businesses in my life, maybe 20. And some have done well and some have failed. But here we are with Bumpboxx on our 10-year anniversary, and we're releasing a very iconic unit, something that we're seeing a lot of people talk about. And what's really important to me about this project, I can remember bringing the first BB-777 home and setting it on my nightstand and pressing play. I thought I was just listening to music, but I was actually taking a trip down memory lane. It brought back every feeling, every emotion that I had with my dad. And so it was that moment I go, you know what? We're not selling a product. We're selling a time portal, a true time machine that takes you back to when we really felt something. And it brought back all the memories that I had forgotten. And honestly, that night I probably listened for 2 hours. I didn't want to stop because of the memories that it was bringing back into my mind. And I can't remember a product that I've ever had in my life that ever did something like that for me. And so now I'm wishing that will happen to you guys. Got a phone call a few weeks back. A gentleman saw us on prelaunch.com and he said, "I want to talk to the owner." So they passed the phone to me. He says, "You don't know what you're doing." And at first I was like, "What do you mean I don't know what I'm doing?" He said, "When I was a kid, all I wanted was a new boombox, and my dad couldn't afford to purchase me one. He found one by the dumpster, and he fixed it up for me. And I always told my dad, 'Dad, but I want a new one. Dad, I want a new one.' He says, 'My dad could never afford to buy me one.' And my dad had passed away. He says, You're giving me for the first time something my dad wasn't able to fulfill. I'm gonna open a nostalgic boombox out of nostalgic packaging because we are doing an original packaging from 1981. He goes, that feeling when I open it is gonna be the gift from my dad that I never got. And I was like, I know exactly how you feel. And he doesn't know this yet, and I don't know if you're watching this, but my team's gonna show up at your door. I can't charge you for the unit. I want you to feel that. As I connected with my dad, I want you to be able to connect with yours.